Danielle left. I sat for a while in the armchair and flipped through her scrapbook again, pausing on a description of the murder weapon. 3¼ inch blade, available in any hunting supply store. I didn't need to see crime scene photos to know that these murders were brutal, that Garrett and Elaine Cook had not died quickly. I tried to imagine their 17-year-old daughter doing it, but my head still hurt too much from last night to imagine much of anything. Besides, the bloody knife had been found in Brad's trunk, wrapped in Sarah's shirt. That was pretty persuasive. I figured he was guilty. But Danielle hadn't hired me for my opinion on the merits of the case. In fact, Danielle had written me a check for 2,500 reasons to assume that Brad was innocent. I swallowed 2 more aspirins and called Kenny Brayfield at the number Danielle had given me. He was too busy to see me, but he told me I could stop by the office of the event promotion agency he ran later that afternoon. Then I spoke with Brad's new lawyer, who didn't give me much besides the contact info for the private investigator who had assisted with the trial. I tried him next.
Yeah?
An old, gruff voice answered on the 3rd ring. Peter Novotny? I said.
Maybe. Who's this?
My name is Roxane Weary. You worked a case a long time ago, Brad Stockton?
Oh, that, he said. Look, I'm retired. I'm not going to chase a ghost all over Ohio anymore. Wait a second. Did you say Weary? Any relation to Frank Weary?
It had been 9 months since my father died, but it still felt, as it always did, like a punch to the stomach. I'm his daughter.
Well, shit,
Peter Novotny said. The growl was gone.
Great guy. What a goddamn shame. Sure, I'll talk to you, honey. Are you a whiskey drinker like your old man?
I am.
Good, because I've been waiting all afternoon for a beautiful woman to walk into this bar and sit down beside me,
Novotny said. Good luck with that, I said, but I'd like to talk to you. Where can I meet you?
Well, even if you're a hag, I'll still buy Frank Weary's kid a drink.
I closed my eyes for a second, then decided to play along. Just one? I said, and the old man laughed.
I like you already.
I drove to the east side and found Peter Novotny at the bar at Wings. It was a Chinese restaurant that improbably had just about the best whiskey selection in all of Columbus. It was dim and warm, the bar flanked by deep booths upholstered in red vinyl. It was also empty, except for Novotny. He had to be close to 80, the kind of old man with a full head of pure white hair and a good jaw, and I could tell he had been a heartbreaker at one time. I walked right up to him and sat down and said, "Is this taken?" in my best Marilyn Monroe. He spun around to look at me and broke into a huge grin.
Dreams do come true, he said.
He stuck out his hand, and I shook it as he took me in. I was nobody's dream, but I was no hag either.
Real nice to meet you, Roxane.
He slid a glass toward me. He was also the kind of old man who ordered for everybody.
I didn't roofie it, don't worry.
That's not funny, I said, and he laughed.
I'll bet you $10 you can't guess what it is.
I swirled the amber liquid around in the glass and took a sip. Smooth. Scotch whiskey, light. Not too peaty, but a little salty. I took another sip. I have to go with something from the West Highlands. Oban 14 year?
Shit, sweetheart. You are Frank's kid.
Novotny opened his wallet and slapped a 10 on the shiny bar top. You were just trying to get me to say Petey, you dirty old man, I said, then nodded at the bar. Also, the bottle's right there. I threw back the rest of the drink as he almost fell off his chair, laughing. I ordered another, and we got to talking. Peter Novotny had been a cop years ago. That was how he knew my father. He retired after his 30, took the pension, went private.